Hey, what is up, guys? I got another video for you guys today, and this is going to be on these weight stops. I'm going to be talking about how to put them on. It's kind of a confused topic. A lot of people don't know how or don't even use them. So I'm going to kind of show you guys how you use these and how you put them on your line. So I got these 6 cents PegX weight stops. The reason I choose these is because I feel like these are the best quality ones. If you can see here, these wires here, when you're pulling off the bobber stoppers, a lot of other brands, these wires, they pull off, and then like you have to get pliers, and then half the time you completely lose a bobber stop, and they're not cheap. I mean, they're $1.99, which you may think, oh, that's pretty cheap. Well, you only get 9, and 9 doesn't go that far. I mean, you use, let's say your Texas rigging, and you have one on, you break off, you put another one on. Then you decide you want to change to another lure. Well, then you go back. Well, then you're at 3, and you're like, you've only fished for one day. They go by fast, and especially if you're fishing rocks. I mean, when you go through a whole pack in like one day, it's just they're not cheap, but they're definitely worth it, and that's what I'm going to show you guys. So yeah, these are 6 cents lures. I got these from Tackle Warehouse. I'll put a link in the description to Tackle Warehouse. You guys can go check them out. There are other brands, but they just don't work like these work. These are also really good and tight. They don't move around very much on your line. Others slide pretty easy, and you catch a fish and it'll slide way up your line. These grip much better. So now I'm going to show you how to put it on. When you're putting on your line, there is a thing to this that's kind of, I wish it wasn't like this, and that is the fact that these, if you have 20-pound line, you're going to have a super hard time putting these on your line. I mean, it takes, just for whatever reason, that line is too thick, and it's a pain to get on. So I would suggest, if you're going to use a bobber stopper, put 15-pound line or lower, probably 15 or 12. But 15, my favorite is to use 15. It works really well. But anyways, how these work is, I don't know if you guys can see. Try to get this to focus. There's little loops, okay? I don't know if that helps. Anyways, there's these little loops. They're on wires, and there's loops. Okay, let's see if I can do this. Can you guys see the loops? Okay, so there's a loop at the end of each bobber stopper, and because they're on that loop, there's 2 wires that go through the bobber stopper. So what you do is, you're going to take your fishing line, okay, and what you do is you put it through that loop of whichever one you're going to use. So I use this one. So as you can see, I pulled it through maybe about 2 inches, and once you get your line to go through about 2 inches, what you're going to do is you're going to grab the bobber stopper at the same time, and I like to just pull it up to the line. So now you can kind of see that I have it up to my fishing line. You can see my fishing line goes through that wire, and then what you're going to do is you're just going to take the bobber stopper, and you're going to pull it, and you're going to pull, keep pulling until it slides off of the wire and all the way onto your line. Okay. So basically, first it's going over 2 layers of line, like this. It'll go over 2 layers, and then finally when it reaches the end of the one, it'll just go into your main line, and then it's on there. So then, what you'll do next is slide it up your line. I don't have this attached to a rod, but same thing. And then you'll grab your weight, wherever mine went. Hey, Grandma. Well, it starts at 6, but I don't know what time they'll get auctioned at. Bye, Grandma. In the middle of the video. Great. Okay, resume. Alright, so now you have your bobber stopper on, you can slow down your line. Put your weight on, whatever size you're going to use, or weight. I'm using a 1/4 ounce tungsten. And put your hook on, and tie whatever knot you tie. I'm going to tie the San Diego Jam. If you guys don't know how to tie that, go check out my video on my YouTube channel. For video purposes, I'm not going to do the actual thing, but okay. And cut off your tag. Okay, then we're going to rig up, just real quick, I'm going to Texas rig this Pit Boss. So what you do is you just go down, and then come out. Come down through the top center and then come out the side, go up and spin. Okay, and then you can kind of tell where it's gonna go in, and just pull the bait up, slide it in, and that's that Texas rig. It's kind of crooked, but now this is where the whole tricky part comes in. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna take so you have your bobber stop all the way up the top. So then you're going to take it and slide it down to where you want. Now this is where people have different opinions. I usually fish it like this. Like, here's my bait, and my weight is pegged. And what that does is basically it keeps that weight from moving at all, and it stays right at the nose of this bait. So when I pop this bait, it falls straight down. Other people will give it a little space like this to where the weight can move around a little bit, and they feel like it gives it more of a natural, this bait more of a natural action when the weight's freely moving like this. Other people don't want to peg it at all. They just have a weight that can go all the way down the line. I don't like to do that because if you don't have a bobber stopper and that weight slides all the way up and hits your rod tip and breaks it, you're going to be kind of upset. So what you can do is just take your bobber stopper and put it like 2 foot up your line, a foot up your line, to where you can still reel up and cast or pitch or whatever you're doing, but it will still protect your rod tip if the weight does slide down. So, you know, give it a foot above and you'll be protecting your rod tip. But so yeah, so you can either peg it or you can leave it, give it some space, or just put it all up your line. Anyway, you guys can, you know, fish them all and see which one you like best, which one you feel like you catch more fish on, and just try them and figure out what you like. So anyways, guys, that is it for this video. I hope you liked it and maybe learned something. Comment below if you guys think I should keep making these like tutorial videos, I guess you could call them. If you liked the video, please leave a like, and I'll see you guys later.